Cross it to Harry Kane! He's headed it home! And it's 3-0 to Tottenham after 15 minutes! Cleared. And Winks can get it away. Lanzini! Oh, no. No. Oh.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about my fantasy Premier League team. So here's my team for Game Week 4. Very good score, 87 points. Sterling, Salah, Rodriguez, Watkins and McCarthy scoring for me. I'm really happy with those points. Only Watkins, he scored a hat-trick against Liverpool. Like, what a performance he had. He could have scored 4 goals, but I'll take a hat-trick. I'm really impressed by Aston Villa against Liverpool. So here's my gaming team, only 60 points, not that good. Like if I got 87 points in this week, I'll be comfortably ahead of in the league. But unfortunately, I only got 60 points, but it's still a really decent score. Jimenez, he scored a really lucky. Jimenez shouldn't have scored that goal against Leeds. It got deflected off of Calvin Phillips' ponytail, and he didn't look really good in that game. So I'm looking to sell Jimenez or Barnes for next week. Son, he got 13 points. He scored 3. Well, he scored 1 against West Ham, and he assisted 1 as well. What a player Son is, and him and Kane looked really good options for fantasy in the coming game weeks. Raheem Sterling, 11 points. He actually scored against Arsenal. He looked pretty good, even though De Bruyne is injured. I think he will look even better because Aguero is back from injury and he's now playing with Aguero. I'm really happy with Sterling. So for Gaming 6, I made 2 transfers. I transferred out Alexander-Arnold and Dallas to Ben Chilwell and Roman Saiz. Why did I transfer out the best player in fantasy football, Trent Alexander-Arnold? Because he has been outperformed by Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson has taken more shots Trent Alexander-Arnold has taken more shots than Andy Robertson. But Andy Robertson has been making more crosses. He's been up in higher areas, and he's been performing. Like he's been scoring more points than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Robertson, he scored 6 points last game week, while Trent only scored 1. Really disappointed. And also Carol Peters, he scored 1 point. I want to double up on Southampton defense. That's why I sold him, and I have enough money to upgrade him to a better fullback, a better defender I mean. So here's my team for Game Week 6. So Ben Chilwell, he scored. The reason why I bought Ben Chilwell is that he looked really attacking against Crystal Palace and Southampton, and he could have scored. Like he looked really good in those 2 games, and in both games he provided 1 assist. So I'm really excited for Benjamin Chilwell. Even though he has a tough fixture against Manchester United, he has really good fixtures from Game Week 7 to Game Week 13, all good fixtures except for Tottenham. But he can also score against Tottenham. That's how attacking he is. Saiz, he's been performing really well, and for Game Week 4 and Game Week 5 he's been playing in left wing back. Yeah, and he could have scored in last game week against Leeds, but it has been ruled off for offside during the build-up play. And Roman Saiz, if he keeps the left wing back spot, and if Martial doesn't return back to the left wing back spot, Roman Saiz will be he'll get very high up the pitch, and he'll be in the box taking lots of shots. But I think when Martial is back from injury, like the Brazilian left wing back, Roman Saiz will play center back, and Max Kilman will be playing. He'll be dropped. Max Kilman is a 4 million defender who scored 12 points for Lucas. So I'm really excited for Roman Saiz. McCarthy, I'm not expecting him to keep clean sheet against Everton, obviously, because Everton has scored the second most amount of goals in the Premier League throughout these 5 game weeks, which is I think 14. Even though McCarthy has been Like Southampton has been conceding quite a lot this season. McCarthy has making saves, so I'm keeping my faith in him. Although I want to transfer him out for Martinez, goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Martinez makes lots of plays, and he's the starting goalkeeper for a really defensively solid Aston Villa. But I have other players to transfer out, so I'm keeping my faith in McCarthy. Lamptey against West Brom. He looked really good against Crystal Palace. He's really unfortunate not to get any returns, so I'm keeping my faith in Tariq Lamptey. Hopefully he'll score or keep a clean sheet. I found out that Brighton has the least amount of shots conceded in the box during the first 5 game week, even though they face Manchester United, Chelsea and Everton. So I'm expecting the clean sheets to come in soon for Tariq Lamptey. Sterling, I'm going to captain him. Last season when Manchester City paid away to West Ham, they won 5-0 and Sterling scored a hat-trick. But this time they don't have De Bruyne. However, during the last 5 goals that Manchester City scored, Sterling has been part of it. So Sterling scored 4 of the goals that Manchester City scored in Premier League, and he assisted 1 of them. Heung-min Son against Burnley. Last season, Heung-min Son scored an absolutely brilliant goal against Burnley. What a clip! And he has been informed. Like him and Harry Kane look like really good fantasy options in the coming years, but unfortunately I can't afford Harry Kane, so I'm keeping my faith in Son. Hopefully he'll score lots of points. And Son has a really high points XG, like around 3.5 in the last 4 games, so I'm expecting him to. Mo Salah, him and Harry Kane have both really high goals with expected goals numbers and expected points numbers. I think Salah has the highest expected goals numbers in the entire fantasy. That's why he is the most expensive player. 12.3 million, 41% owned, and has been playing pretty well for Liverpool. Especially when Mane is out, he has been taking the goal scoring responsibility, and he looks like a better player when Mane is out for some reason. But in that game against Everton, he didn't really look that influential, but he scored a really he scored like on his first touch on the ball inside the opponent's box, so I'm really happy for that. Harvey Barnes, yeah, he hasn't been performing in the last game weeks, but he's Harvey Barnes. He can score a hat-trick out of nowhere, so I'm keeping my faith in him, even though Leicester City, they have quite tough fixtures from game week 6 to game week 9 against defensively solid teams. But I believe that Harvey Barnes is one of the key players for Leicester City, and he'll get penalties, and because he's a really explosive winger. James Rodriguez, he has been outstanding this season. That's why his price rise from 7.5 to 8 million. I think that's one of the. James Rodriguez has been playing really well recently, especially the game against Liverpool. Unlucky to only get 4 points. James Rodriguez could have 2 assists in that game. Unfortunately, Richarlison, he didn't score the. Richarlison missed the sitter, and Richarlison has been sent off for a ruthless tackle in that game, and has been banned for 4 game weeks, I think. And Raul Jimenez, he scored one of the most luckiest goals I've ever seen. Not ever seen, but he scored a really lucky goal against Leeds. His shot got deflected off Calvin Phillips' ponytail, and it went into the back of the net. And he didn't really look that good in that game, but I'm keeping my faith in Raul Jimenez because he has quite enticing fixtures against Newcastle, Crystal Palace, and Southampton, who are both not the strongest defensively. Well, Crystal Palace, they conceded 4 against Chelsea, so they're not the best. Yeah, Raul Jimenez could score against all 3 of those teams. Ollie Watkins, he's got 19 points against Liverpool, which I wasn't expecting. I'm really happy to keep him. Although he blanked against Leicester City, he has really good fixtures, and I'm expecting Ollie Watkins to score in some of those games. He looks like a bargain at 6 million, and in an improved Aston Villa side, I think he could be he can score lots of goals, especially when Jack Grealish, Ross Barkley, and McGinn are playing behind him, giving him really good opportunities to score. Ollie Watkins could finish them all, and Ollie Watkins won He was one of the best players in the championship last season, better than Mitrovic, so I think Ollie Watkins could do well in the Premier League. Stuart Dallas, he has been performing that well recently, well, based on fantasy points, but he has been really attacking in Game 3 and Game 4. He looked, took a couple of shots at the keeper, but against Wolves he looked really quiet, more offensively, so hence I'm benching him against Aston Villa. So the amount of points that I'm predicting this team will get is around 65 to 70 points for this game week. Well, taking a look at the league, I'm still first, obviously. Marconi's still in 5th. But in the month of October, I'm tied with Lucas for the most amount of points, total points. Lucas got 199 points for this game week. Let's look at his team. Yeah, this is Lucas and Stuart, they wildcarded, so they had pretty high scores for this game week. As you can see here, Stuart got 79, Lucas got 99. However, Marconi, he's still stuck at he only had 56 points despite wildcarding. I mean, it's a decent team, but he's gone without Liverpool, his favorite team. I understand why he did that. Maybe he doesn't trust his own team. And yeah, so my rank is 600k and I have 308 points overall. My target for this season is to get into the top 100k in the world, and I think I could do that. That's it for today. Smash that like button and please subscribe for more fantasy video, and goodbye.